had this great grandma, and I didn't see her a lot, but she lived up by Wisner, Nebraska. And we would go there maybe once a summer, and it was amazing. She grew everything that you could ever imagine, and we would go out through her gardens, and it kind of reminded me of the secret garden, because she had all these different fenced-in gardens, and you would open one door and it would be the whole orchard, and she'd have 5 different kinds of trees growing in the orchard, and you'd go out to her field and there was an acre of strawberries, or you'd walk around the barn and there's grapes, and then you go in her backyard and there's raspberries. So she just had anything and everything that you could want, and it was just fun to walk through her gardens. I was always fascinated by this, and so I think that's really where I got my inspiration to start. I always thought that was fascinating, and I was like, I would be like that someday. And so I think that's how I got my start in wanting to do this. And so it's always kind of been a continual process of learning what to do, what not to do, and I'm always trying new things, right? And right now I'm just getting my greenhouse going, and so I start all my plants from seeds. So my husband and I have been doing this since we first got married, actually a little bit before we got married. We decided we were going to get married and we were going to live out by Hastings, Nebraska. And so during college, we would go out to Hastings and we would sell Saxton fruit on the weekends. And so that was our kind of college job. And then I was like, I really want to grow my own vegetables, and I wanted to have my own fruit market. And so he helped me get it started. And so after we got married in 2000, we were out in Hastings and we ran a 7-day week market. So we did that for 3 summers. And then we decided we needed to move back here. This is where my family is from. I was like, we kind of condensed for a while, but then we started going to farmers markets around here. We were going to the Omaha Farmers Market, and then we started going to the Fremont Farmers Market. My husband and I, we do the farmers markets, and then we do a little bit of wholesaling on the side. So Harvest Moon Pumpkin Patch up in Oakland. So we are their sole supplier of pumpkins, and so that keeps us busy in the fall. And then we started getting into the schools. So we supply fresh fruits and vegetables for the lunch program. So we take them fresh produce throughout the whole fall. So the variety that we can offer people is great. Obviously, because we wholesale pumpkins, we do have a lot of pumpkins, but then we also have beets and carrots and onions and tomatoes and melons and all that kind of sweet corn. So so when you come see us at Farmers Market, we can hook you up with anything that you're looking for. I love going to Farmers Market and being able to talk to the people there. I have people come up and ask, well, how do you cook this? Or how do you cook that? Or do you can? And so then we start conversations on how to cook things and how to can and how to preserve food. And so it's fun to meet. Like we have 4 boys. And so this has been a huge part of raising our boys, just to be able to provide for them because they eat a lot. And so I've learned how to can and to preserve our food. And so we don't have to spend a lot on groceries. So that's been a huge blessing here in the last few years. I was in FFA and 4-H, and then my FFA SAE project was horticulture, and so I started, for the most part in FFA I did pumpkins and gourds, and then and so I liked it, and so I just expanded. And so if you can support Farmers Market, you're supporting small farmers like me, and it's food security for you, and you know where it's coming from. You can trust the farmers, so you don't have to be worried about what you're growing. So it's just really good. We just do this for our family, right? So we typically don't hire help. Maybe in the fall we have a couple of kids come over and help pick pumpkins. They're just neighbor kids, but one of the reasons that we did this is so that we can teach our 4 boys how to work hard and the value of a work ethic. And so that's always been our goal, is just to keep it in the family and just to use it as a tool to raise our boys good.